now I am inside of the HogOn University welding shop in Georgia, and I had a few people asking me about the work I've been doing on my mom's house and what my goals are, what my plans are. Um, am I going to fix it up to sell it, or am I fixing it up to rent it out, or am I going to move in it, or what type of plans do I have with my mom's home? Well, first off, I want to say that I don't have no plans on selling my mom's home by no means. So I just want to say that so you can hear it come out my mouth. And second, I have no plans on renting out my mom's home. So I want to you hear that come out my mouth. So I'm not renting it out and I'm not selling it. My goal is to restore it and actually live in it from time to time. I like to travel, and everybody need a place to go to rest. After you move around, you want to go to and rest for a few months, hit back the road, do some traveling again. And my mom was always that place of refuge. She was that place of refuge, just not for me, but for a lot of people, for a lot of people who actually loved her and respect her. They knew how she was. And she would open up her doors to you. But if you disrespect her, she ain't had no problem with kicking you out. But she'll open her doors to you and help you out. You know what I mean? So I wanted to bring that back as far as the love, you know what I'm saying, for bringing me and my family back, but also some family members at time to time when people come in for different events, they can also come over to mama house too, and hang out with me, you know what I mean, or we can meet up or whatnot. So I want to make it an opportunity where it can actually be laid back, and I can take my mama places I've been. And I say that to I say that to mean some of the things I've seen in different cities, some of the designs, some of the ideas. I want to bring it to her house. It didn't have to be. I'm not looking to do nothing stupid, crazy, extreme, but I want to make it nice and modern. I want to make it. I want to show her some of the Arizona that I like, some of the Phoenix that I like. I want to show her some of the North Carolina that I like. I want to show her some of Kansas City that I like. Some places that she didn't get a chance to come and actually visit or see me at, but I know she would have if she was alive. So she didn't get a chance to see a lot of things. But my mom did live in Denver, and I was raised up there. So I remember growing up, and one of my cousins came to visit me from Arkansas, and we were staying in Denver, and I remember making a statement saying, "Man, y'all rich." And there was a female cousin of mine. We was close, and I was like, "We ain't rich." I was like, "Why you say that, man?" He said, "Man, y'all got a nice house and cars." So coming from where we was from, my mom actually working hard and being a CNA, because my mom was a CNA. And anybody know anything about CNA field, those who break their backs, literally. And my mom was working hard, get a nice home, and things was a lot better at one point until my dad got on drugs. And then when that happened, we went from the 3 bedroom home and 3 vehicles with the picket fence, staying in Montbello's, living on a corner lot, from losing a house to sleeping in a car. Me, my mom, and my sister, you know what I mean? So my mom has always showed me the struggle. She has always showed me that she was always willing to do what it took for her family, and she was willing to sacrifice whatever. Like, it was never no what I wouldn't do or what she wouldn't do. You know what I mean? So I'm looking at the same thing with restoring a house, because my mom would have never let that house get down like that, family. Like, it wouldn't have happened. You know what I'm saying? So it might need some upkeep, but it'll never been like that. So my goal is to give it some life, you know, make it alive again, do what's needed to actually make it a ideal of what I've been seeing, things that I've been seeing when I travel, and how I live in different rooms and stay in different places, and how I'm living now, just, everybody tend to live different. So we all have our different standards and levels of living, and that's nothing wrong with it. But once you reach a certain standpoint, I feel like there's nothing wrong to enjoy your living, enjoy what you worked hard for, enjoy what you know, a lot of things requires work ethics and don't really require a whole lot of money. It just requires a person having a vision, willing to make some sacrifices, and willing to produce his own sweat, you know, by doing the work. So my goal is to restore, you know, fix up the sheetrock, got holes in the wall, to restore the bathroom, make it a little bit more a little bit more accessible for a man and a woman, for me and my wife, so she can have her own sink and mirror, you know, and you know, cabinet spaces in there for that. It do have a nice closet space, so we do have a nice pantry inside the bathroom, but we want to extend to have a bigger to have two sinks in there. We want to do we taking out. I already took out the old cabinets; they was terrible. Took out all of them and all the old appliances, so we have to have washer, dryer, stove, dishwasher, and a refrigerator. So those are some of the appliances that I'll be putting in there. Microwave, of an overhead deal, you know, to cook. So those are some of the things that will be, you know, added to the home. I'm gonna have to do the flooring. My goals with the flooring is actually do the. I'm not gonna say real wood, but that, you know, the good nice laminate flooring. We're thinking about going with like the gray kind of color and do it in the kitchen, the hallway, and the living room. And then in the rooms, we'll do that half inch shag looking stuff. That's my wife. She like that type of material, so it's not really expensive, but she want to go with the half inch kind in the rooms, in the bedrooms. And then with the tile, with the backsplash tile for the bathroom, for the floor, and then, you know, sofa up the walls, and you know how that go. We want to do that. The tub is actually in good shape, but we're gonna look at it and see if it needs anything we can add. You know, keep it up. But it's actually in good shape. I like the design of it. We might have changed the you know, the faucet, the spurs out, and you know, fixing things up, changed out the commode. You know, that's something that's going to be changed. The commode will be changed out. So it's just a few, you know, small things. The wiring is still good, but we are having to buy new sockets. So we will be putting like updated sockets inside of the plugs in the house. Not well, pretty much all of the sockets anyway will be replaced, and light fixtures. Putting ceiling fans, making sure we have a ceiling fan in the rooms, and you know, getting everything hooked up. The heating and air is central heating and air, so I think the unit is actually okay right now, but we're gonna make sure it's good, and if so, we'll have to replace those. And those run depends on buying them new or used. You can look at getting one between probably 25 to 4,000. You know, if I had to buy one, you know, new, probably around the 3,500, 4,000 range. So we just been keeping everything within a good budget, but I'm hoping, from what it seems like, we should be able to. We should be able to, without the money I've already spent. My goal is trying to keep it under 20,000, under $10,000 to get what need to be done in the inside, and especially when we're gonna be doing the work too, and I, you know, get a good team. So between, you know, 10 to 20 grand, we should be able to make it very, very nice. So we're just keeping our options open, doing what we can. Like I say, a lot of work I'm going to be doing. You'll be seeing me out there, and I got a few people who want to actually donate some time to help me do some things, and some people that want to donate materials. So that is like a plus too. So if you want to donate materials, time, help me work on it, hey, I'm cool with that too. You know what I mean? But we're most definitely going to be getting it in. So you'll be seeing what we'll be doing. So, because I had a few people say, man, I want to help out. I'm not around, but I do want to help. You know what I mean? So I appreciate it. So just want to give people an idea of what I'm going to do. It's not going to be sold. And I'm going to make I looked at the sign place down the street. They can make me like one of those nice monument sign plaques for the yard. You know how, like, if it's a historical place that I have like a little sign and tell you about the place and what it's about. I want to put that in front of the house. So we're gonna do a nice one and kind of give my mom's name, full name, where she was from, her history, what she did, her kids, her grandbabies. You know what I mean? And we want to put all of those up to those that are alive at the point, and then have etc. Because it might be more, but we're gonna put all the living ones that's alive at the moment. When I get ready to do that, I'm gonna make sure that everybody's name is on it, from my kids to my sister kids to the grandbabies. So because my mom, she had a big heart and she had touched a lot of people. So for those that's getting involved in it and those who help, I also want to have their name also on there, just to show that they show support on helping me get Mama's house from where it was to where it's going to be. So I really do appreciate all those who've been supporting, sharing the videos, um, liking them, leaving comments. We're always gonna have those who hate. This what it is. But I can only give my personal opinion. Everything is, sometimes I state things and I just say this is my personal opinion, how I feel at the moment about something. But my goal is to get better, over time, working on myself, educating myself, helping educate others. And, all I can do is lead by example, family. Don't nothing comes without hard work. Some people say, man, you must not be working. You must be doing this. You doing all this. But people don't know what you're doing. But they tend to assume and create some type of fairy tale in their minds that you might be wasting a lot of time. But one thing for sure, family, actions will always speak louder than words. And the only way you're going to make something happen is if you do it yourself, if you get your hands dirty, if you actually start getting involved. So, I'm just going to do what it takes to get my mom's house done. I know she would. And so, it's special to me. Also, I want to say because my mom actually died in the house. So my mom passed in the house. She was in her bed when she passed. So the house is not only important to me because it was hers and it was an inheritance, but it's important to me because in my eyes and in my heart, the house is my mom's tomb. You know, I don't feel like she's in that grave at all. I feel like she's in there. Or she'll visit that place more than she'll visit that grave over there. Y'all don't think she'll visit that, but I think she'll visit that place more. And I want to bring life to it and let her see her grandbabies come over there and people visit that knew her, and because she was that type of person, just like I am. Loud, can get loud, country. Uh, like to show love, like to laugh, like to play dominoes. My mom was a good person, man. Love to watch TV, love to watch good movies. She liked good movies, and I really, she was into watching certain shows. You know how they was in the South. Love to watch they specials or they shows, they soap operas. So it was just amazing to me how time has changed, and now I have a vision, family. I do have some photos, some ideas of how I want it to look, what I want to go with, some color, with the painting, the full nine. Like we kind of got some good ideas, and now it's all about putting everything together, getting all the material, and going to work, family. So for those who want to participate in it, you can visit the website at HogOnWelding.com, or you can hit me up on HogOnWelding@gmail.com, or you can hit up the business line at 706-888-4337. That's 706-888-4337. Or you can hit up our Cash App. I'll make sure I leave that in the description under the video. The Cash App is actually $HogOn 2017. That's $HogOn 2017, and that is actually the year I was established as an LLC. I started the business in 2016. I was a sole proprietor, but when I got it actually up and going as a business, on a different level, in Phoenix, is when I actually got established. It was 2017, so that's why I set that up like that. So, and also you can also visit the PayPal for those who do PayPal. I'll leave that in the description as well for those who do PayPal. Like I said, I appreciate the support of what we're doing. We still educating, and my goal is also to do the same thing there. I just don't want to make Mama's house a resting spot for me, but I also want to give back to the community there. So it's a lot of needs I see in the community, and I want to give back. I want to teach some welding education. They do have a VOTEC or a college course there, and some people take it, but I really feel like what I'm gonna offer independently will be a lot better than that, and it won't be for everybody. It just be for those who want to take their careers to a different level. So my goal is, to show people how to turn a trade into a business, to get a trade, to get better jobs, to think outside of the box, to really do something different. I want to put a different mindset down there because most people go looking for work and they don't understand the concept of creating work. So I want to, bring that concept with the HogOn University. I want to actually have a branch of it down there. I want to be able to, not just live but to help. I feel like if you the sun, you gonna shine on the good and the bad, and that's one thing that I'm thankful and humble that God is who He is, regardless of how people are. You every day you wake up, you get one more chance to try to get it right. You know what I mean? So I just salute everyone who's been showing support authentically, who's been sharing, who's been visiting, who's been just checking through, checking on me here and there. I appreciate it, man. I'm human like everybody else. Like I say, I literally hit the highway sometimes. Sometimes I fly, but whatever is needed, I'm open to do what it takes because I know that the only way we're gonna make something happen is we do it. And I had someone ask me, man, when are you gonna sit still, man? You be doing this, when you gonna do? I'm like, hey, man, I got a chance to sit still for 10 years in prison. Man, I feel like when I get a chance to sit completely still again, I'm gonna be in the grave. So I would rather do what I got to do now. I'd rather be about my father's business now. Do what I got to do. Touch as many lives as I can. Do as much work as I can. Leave an example. Because examples can speak louder than words. So leave an example that we have to get our hog on literally. We have to hustle over grounded obstacles naturally, family. Like, so I want to show that example by me getting my hog on and to inspire others because it's not all about, I use welding. Welding is what I mastered, but welding might not be your thing. You know what I'm saying? You might have something else, but that don't mean you can't get your hog on. That don't mean you're not going to go through something where you're going to face some challenges and you're going to have to just keep going. And that's what it is, man. I just find ways to push myself, find ways to overcome the odds I was facing, just dealing with life itself and just saying, what it is, what it is. I'm going to have to overcome the situation regardless of how it plays out, you know what I mean? So, with Mom's house, with my goals with Mom's house is to, show her some of the things I've seen, make it a place, for rest for myself and for my family in the future, and make it a monument too, make it a place where people that knew her can actually come by and be proud to see it because I have had a few people tell me, hey, man, I love the way Miss Cat House is looking over there, man. I'm glad you went over there and did something to her house because they knew how she was. It was looking kind of dead over there, family. You know what I mean? And I ain't gonna lie, it hurt me to see it. Like it hurt me. But I think that even though at that time, you know how you get real angry. I got angry, but I think a peace came over me that I can explain as I cleaned and as I was moving things that as long as I was in there, we was laughing and talking, you know what I mean? My cousins that helped me, different friends and homeboys that came through there and grabbed a bag or grabbed a limb or a brush, you know what I mean, and helped me out. So, you know, I know it's gonna be challenging, but someone said when they seen it, the pictures of the inside and the video, they were like, man, it's rough in there. And before I let you go, family, all I could think of when they said the house was a little rough and it needed a lot of work, to get done. And all I could think of, honestly, was when I started out, family, I was rough and I needed a lot of work. I didn't know I was going to be a welding instructor, welding engineer. I didn't know I was going to see the things I've seen. I didn't know I was going to travel and do the things I've done up to this point. But I started out rough. Many people said I wouldn't even make it to see 18 years old. Told me I wouldn't make it to see 18 years old. You know. So sometimes it's because somebody sees something that might be rough and might think there's no hope in it. There's no life left in it. It doesn't mean that it's not no life left in the family. So I was rough at one time. And my goal is to, as I work on it, I'm working on me, you know. So it's a little emotional for me to think about, but we all face times where we don't look too pleasant. When life beat us down, you know what I mean? But the goal is to not water with it, to get up, keep getting your hog on, and live to be remembered. Keep pushing. Use that pain to set you free, you know what I mean? So to this morning, as I talk to you and think about my mom's house, man, all I can think about is I feel I lost her too early, you know. But everything happens for a reason, you know what I'm saying? So my goal is to allow her to live through me, to restore what she left behind, and to be able to live a legacy myself and leave something behind, not only just for my family, but for other people's families. I don't want to only just help me, I want to help someone else. I think it'll just be selfish of me just to use my life for me, you know. I know I got to take care of me. I know self-preservation is the first thing. But I want to really affect more lives than my own. And that's why I get my HogOn family. Y'all have a good day.